Getting the Stones right is arguably the most important part of this entire first season. Yes. So I'm very curious, how long did it take you to come up with the music for those, and did you try different things with it?
Well, that happened pretty quickly. Just looking, the woman who was on the thing with me, she's the singer of that. I knew I wanted to set a Gaelic text. We don't have any music that survives from the days of the Druids. I mean, there's all sorts of speculation, and there's actually sort of a lot of concepts that are out there that are wrong. So I hooked up with my music historian, who's like crazy into this stuff, and I wanted to get a text that was as old as we could get. So it dates back to about the 10th century, which is pretty old. And that was sort of my starting point, was looking at that text. And then I wanted to set it in a chant. I wanted it to feel hypnotic, something that could be repeated over and over and kind of build and build. And actually, setting it musically happened pretty fast because the sequence visually is so beautiful. I had those visuals to inspire me, you know.
And what about this actual sound that the Stones make when Claire realizes that they're magical for the first time?
You know, that was all sound design. Because that one we decided that sequence, the way we wanted to tell that story is that the music is the emotion, the internal emotion that she's feeling, and it swells and it swells. And the actual sound, we actually pulled the music back and let that be the sound design. Because we wanted it to be different, because it's not emotional, it's actually kind of a real thing. You know, so in a way it's like the role that the music plays in that is to step back and say, all right, we did all the emotional stuff, now it's your turn, you know.
A lot of fans really want to know if there's going to be Scottish folk dancing involved. Are you going to come up with some Scottish folk tunes?
I'm a terrible dancer, so just look. I know, that's not going to happen, I'll tell you right now. There's a ton of folk music for sure, and some of it is well known in some really iconic places, like certain scenes when she's doing certain things, and you just think, what would be the, you know, like, well, I'll give you a specific example. Like when she first is looking at Castle Leoch and realizing, like, oh, this place isn't so bad. I was thinking, like, what is the perfect folk tune for that? What is the folk tune that will just almost anyone on planet Earth will have heard? And I won't tell you what it is, but I put it there. And when you see it, I think even if you don't know you know that tune, you know that tune. And so it feels almost, it's like better than having a theme, because it's already a theme. We already feel it, you know? So that's really exciting. And some of the tunes are way more obscure. Some of them have actually been recorded on set by, like, people that are still part of the oral tradition carrying these songs on. So there's, you know, some of it is stuff that you're going to recognize and go, oh, yeah, that's my favorite Scottish folk tune. And others, you're going to be like, what the heck is that, you know? So it's cool.